Unfortunately timed airplane flying over. While waiting for the airplane to fly over, I've noticed, just looking outside, it's nice today. Okay, I'm just gonna have to continue on even with the airplanes. Sorry about that. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Drew. Today we're going to talk about a filmmaking priority checklist for short films. So this is going to be a short little video, kind of a beginner's guide on what I would recommend having when doing your first short film, matter of short films. And regarding my personal experience, I've done a short film before on the channel. Link to it. Shameless plug. But anyway, let's get started. So the first thing that you're going to obviously want, this is pretty obvious, but screenplay. You need a version of your story written. So I wrote a screenplay for the short film Singularity, even though there's no dialogue. It wasn't that long, just something that kind of gets the basics across. In this, not only do you know what your story's about, but the thing is, so besides just the screenplay, my top tip is to get a basic one-liner about your film, or a log line. So in my case, it was my log line was something along the lines of an aspiring scientist uses his recent breakthrough in time travel to correct his biggest mistake, the loss of his brother. If you haven't read it, there's a book called Save the Cats that talks about log lines. I'm still reading that book right now. Definitely recommend looking into that. Number one priority that I follow is you need to be proud of your film before you even press record. And what I mean by that is your story needs to have that wow factor in the writing, not the display. Because the films I remember long time, like that short films I've seen long ago, the ones that I remember were not actually that cinematic looking. They're actually really well written, and that's what makes them memorable. It's not how pretty films or cinematic, whatever you want. Films like those, I'll be like, oh yeah, wow, that's beautifully shot, and then I'll forget about it, especially if it's not written that well. Now, it does pay if it's both looks good and is written good, but overall, the quality in your writing tops the quality of the film itself on the technical scale. The same logic kind of applies to YouTube videos in general too, but it's especially so with the short film. So the big thing with your writing is just avoid cliches, basic things like that. And you need to write your story in a way that you are interested in the story yourself too. You know, finally, once you have that written, what I'd recommend is taking it to one person who knows their stuff as far as the film and writing world is concerned. Then also take it to a random stranger who doesn't know anything about movies and they don't really know you well, so they don't have a bias like that. Oh, they're my friend and I hate to hurt their feelings bias. Gauge the reaction. First, throw the log line at them. Then, if they have the time, show them the screenplay. And this will really help guide you in knowing what to change and what to make better, what to leave alone, you know, what's good. Things like that. So once you've done that, I would recommend getting a shot list together. I have a video on Microsoft PowerPoint using that shot list. Really, you don't have to be an artist, just get your cell phone, take some snapshots of rough idea angles of what you would want in your film. Throw those together in PowerPoint, and you can even time it and stuff. So if you're having to write your story around music, then in the sense of just you're using something royalty free like I did, then you can do that in PowerPoint, and then now you know roughly how long the shots are and things like that. And if you're wanting to improvise on set with your angles and things, even at that, having a storyboard will be the ultimate fail-safe in the event you can't come up with anything on the spot. You have something to always fall back to. And finally, this one goes kind of without saying, but crew and cast, make sure you're getting the right people to help you. If all you have access to is friends and family, write your story around that. So if you say you have a friend who is more outgoing, give them the outgoing character in your story, and so on. It'll make it way easier to write and direct your film because your actors will already naturally kind of fall into that role that they're going to be portraying. One thing for being on set is get your screenplay and your storyboard and a schedule all printed out on paper or just pull up on an iPad. If you're printing it out, put it in a binder and have that with you on set. Makes a world of difference. That's how I managed to pull off the Singularity. It really helps to have that printed out or like on an iPad. And the other thing is music. If you can't hire anybody, then you're going royalty free. The thing you need to do is write your story around the music. Find music on the services. YouTube has free music on it. Find music you like and that kind of fits the idea you have, and then write your story around that. That's what I did with Singularity. Finally, my last tip is write around your budget. It's pretty clear I'm not a multi-billionaire, so I can't afford to make a movie like The Avengers or something like that. I can't stress it's not good to overreach and try to do something that's out of your budget, because you'll end up with something that's memorable, but not the good kind of memorable. I've seen some films out there that are like that. I mean, I guess in a sense, technically the worst thing you can do is be boring, but I'd say it's pretty bad to be known for making something that's pretty not good quality. So that kind of wraps up my tips. I know it's kind of a short video, but most of my long form videos are short. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the video, if any of this helped you out, or if there's anything you want to see me do different. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything else. Again, thanks for watching.